Hello grade 7, hope this finds you well. Today your science class will be a revision class for the second exam. Okay, your material will start from this lesson, detecting chemical reactions. كيف بقدر أعرف إنه صار في عندي chemical reactions. We have many clues. أول وحدة, a color change. For example, here I mixed copper oxide with sulfuric acid. يعني oxide مع acid. الcopper oxide لونه black. Okay, it gives salt plus water. The salt is copper sulfate and it has a blue color, so that means a chemical reaction has taken place لأنه تغير لون الreactants. Okay, the second thing is when gas is given off. For example, here we have a reaction between metal and acid. It gives salt and hydrogen. So guys, bubbles of hydrogen gas are given off. That means a chemical reaction has taken place. فهون عندنا مثلا magnesium with hydrochloric acid. It gives magnesium chloride plus hydrogen. وهي البيكتشر تاعته. Sometimes guys also heat is produced. For example, في reactions ممكن بعد ما يخلص الرياكشن إذا باجي بمسك البيكر أو بمسك الكونتينر, you will feel it's very hot or hotter than before. So for example, when potassium is placed in water, it's potassium reacts vigorously with water. So when it's placed in water, hydrogen gas is given off and the reaction produces so much heat that the gas burns. When potassium reacts with water, it gives potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen. فهون أنا عندي gas bubbles وبنفس الوقت عندي heat. Or guys, sometimes we have a change in pH. For example, if you react acid with an alkali, I think you talked about that in stage 7 or in grade 6. When we add acid to the base, what will happen? A neutralization reaction take place, and the pH of the acid or for the alkali will change. فأنا ممكن هون أخلط صوديوم هيدروكسيد مع hydrochloric acid. As you know, the alkalis have pH more than 7 والacids عندهم pH less than 7. They will give you a salt and water, a neutral substance. The neutral substance high, ال pH إلها exactly 7. So if you measure the pH ولقيتها إنها تغيرت, that means a reaction has taken place. آخر إشي ممكن من خلاله نعرف إنه صار في عنا chemical reaction when a precipitate is formed. ال precipitate guys هو عبارة عن insoluble solid, إشي ما بدوب وبيضل موجود بقاع الكونتينر أو التست تيوب. So هذا ال insoluble solid when it's formed, that means a chemical reaction has taken place, such as silver nitrate with calcium chloride. It will give silver chloride with calcium nitrate. اوكي, فعنا هذا البريسيبيتيت اتكون تحت. اوكي, من الشغلات كمان اللي بتدل على chemical reaction ممكن اللي هو الرياكشن اللي بيصير بين اللايم والكربون دايوكسيد. It will gives a calcium carbonate plus water. هذا الكالسيوم كربونات هو عبارة عن insoluble solid precipitate رح يتكون, فبتصير المي شكلها هيك. اوكي, او بصير solution شكله هيك عشان تكون عنا precipitate, صار زي كأنه lime water. اوكي, and that's it for this lesson. Now we have a lesson about rusting. Rusting guys, it's a reaction or oxidation reaction happens when iron reacts with oxygen in the presence of water, أو بنحكي له moisture air. فلازم يكون في عنا أكسجين ومي حتى يصير في عندي rusting. الدليل كان على هذا الحكي when we talked about this experiment. We have 4 test tubes. أول واحد كان فيه nothing apart from the nail, بس مفتوح للهواء. Tube number 2 contains water and the nail is half in the water and the tube is open to the air. والتيوب نمبر 3 كان في عنا كالسيوم كلورايد. هلا الكالسيوم كلورايد guys absorbs water, so the air inside the tube is dry air. التيوب نمبر 4 في عنا كان water بس ايش في فوقيها on the top the boiled water is layer of oil, so that means no air will enter the water, ف the tube is stoppered يعني سكرناه كمان. فهنا after few weeks the experiment looks like this. كان في عنا rusting صاير بتيوب 1 و 2 بس no rust بتيوبs 3 و 4. 3 because you don't have a water, you just have a dry air, و tube 4 you have a water without air. فذات mean الرستنج ما بصير إلا إذا كانوا oxygen و water together. Okay, and this is the word equation for rusting. Iron plus oxygen gives an iron oxide, وبتقدر تحطه فوق الارو water. Okay. هلا guys, how can iron be protected أو how can you prevent iron from rusting؟ في عنا شغلتين، يا إما painting يا إما galvanizing. Galvanizing that mean covering the iron with a layer of zinc. So when you cover the iron with a layer of zinc, this again prevents the oxygen from reaching the iron فما بصير له rusting. في ناس بالكويز كانوا كاتبين إنه to take it away from air and water. إحنا for example guys بالشوارع on streets هدول الأشياء اللي بنستخدمهم فيهم iron ما بنقدر نبعدهم عن الهواء. So you have to put another layer to prevent it from rusting, مش إني أبعده عن الهواء. فعشان هيك كانت غلط. And guys, already إحنا حطينا ال answers for the end of chapter or end of unit questions. تقدر تحلهم لحالك. And that's it for the first two lessons. Now chapter 10 is talking about speed and motion and how can we measure speed. Guys, actually speed depends on two things, distance and time. So if you know the distance and time, you can find the speed of any object. فأنا بقدر ألاقي السبيد لأي object بدي إياه إذا أنا بعرف distance وبعرف time. فالجنرال rule للسبيد كانت أو average speed هي distance traveled over time taken. Okay, you have to pay attention for the units. For example, if I asked you to find the speed in meters per second, so that means لازم تكون distance بالmeters والtime بالsecond. Another idea we have here إنه we can rearrange the concept of speed عشان ألاقي distance with time. For example, if you know the speed and distance, you can find what? You can find the time by doing distance over speed. Okay, فهاي كانت فكرة هذا الدرس إنه هو عمل rearranging للسبيد rule وقدر يلاقي منها التايم و also we can find distance from speed times time. Okay, here guys we have patterns of movement. And we use distance time graphs to find how an object is moving. Okay, so you can draw the relationship between distance and time, and from the graph you can tell how it's moving. For example, here graph A, okay guys, shows that the object's distance from the starting point increases at steady rate, يعني ما عم تتغير. Okay, with time it's traveling equal distances in equal times. Here we have two cars, red car and blue car. From this chart or from this graph you can tell the red car travels or is going faster than the blue one. Why? Because the line here or the line slopes upward more steeply, فهو مبين إنه أعلى من البلو car. And graph C for an object is speeding up, يعني بلش بطيء بعدين بلش يصير أسرع. So that means it's traveling greater distances with time. Here this lesson tell you how can you use these graphs to find time, distance, or even speed of an object. فأنا ممكن أستخدم هدول الجرافs عشان ألاقي time أو distance أو speed. So for example here we have this graph. It shows a journey. Okay, هاي الجورني look it's really يعني represent the stages الموجودة عندي بالتابل. For example it starts flat, so the line goes ايش linear, then B صار عنا يتسارع أكتر شوي، بعدين B at rest فكان constant، بعدين B صار عندي push صار عم بعلى، then B صار في عنا ايش الديستنس عم بتصير أكبر لأنه it goes down فكانت السرعة أو السبيد أعلى. أوكي هلأ how can you use these graphs؟ بقدر إني ألاقي الديستنس by using the graph. For example we want to find the distance at 10 seconds. بروح هون على 10 seconds وبطلع upward عبال ما أطلع أو ألاقي اللاين جراف أو الجراف لاين، then بروح عند الديستانس وبشوف إنها هي 80 meters لما كان التايم 10 seconds. أو you can find the time from the distance. For example how long does the runner take to travel 100 meters؟ بروح عند 100 meters وبمشي باتجاه الجراف لاين، then when you reach the graph line بنزل عند التايم it's almost 12.5 seconds. Okay, and here also you can solve these questions by yourself, and that's it. Thank you grade 7 and good luck.